Hi, my name is Bob Aubrey. I'm the author of Measure of Man. It's the 8th book that I've actually written in my career, and it's my 3rd book with McGraw-Hill. And the reason I wrote this book is because I had this idea that we measure human performance in companies quite a lot, but we don't have good measures of human development. So the idea of KDIs, Key Development Indicators, was something that I wanted to explore because I realized that it was difficult for people in companies to say, how do I measure a KDI? So the book is a lot about the experiences of trying to do this and the search for KDIs, not only in companies, but also you see it in the United Nations, in the International Labour Organization, and in ministries for labor as well. But it's more than a management book. As I got into this KDIs, I knew it would be boring just to talk about measurement in general anyway. So I wanted to talk about the story behind human development. It goes back in philosophy to Protagoras 2,400 years ago, who said that man is the measure of all things. What is the measure of man in today's world? We're seeing a lot of changes in companies where the human element is becoming much more important. And the question is, where are we going with human development? What's going to happen in the world in our century, in the next 10 or 20 years, with the advent of robotics, artificial intelligence, being able to genetically modify ourselves, even managing the diversity of species on the planet? There is going to be unprecedented impact on human development in the future, and the book also talks about that. This book is obviously for leaders who are developing people and need to develop KDIs and be able to measure the development, to set goals, and to dialogue with their employees about how they can best develop themselves. It's also for professionals of human development, whether they be in human resources, whether they're trainers, whether they're educators, or consultants, recruiters. So that whole professional area of the human dimension is also addressed in the book. But beyond that, anybody who has to develop themselves, who has to work, who is thinking about the future, should be able to understand that they need to set goals and they need to be able to justify what they're doing. So that's who the book is for.